with that being said, what I want us to do is I want us to look more closely to investigate Vietnam, this Vietnam War. Okay, we just kind of went over some brief information on that. We looked at some of our vocabulary that will be important for us to understand throughout this unit and throughout this lesson, this activity that we're doing today. So what I want us to do is we're going to get into our cooperative group. Okay, hey, so listen up, Sundis. Okay. So within your groups, what I want you to do, okay, everybody has an activity. Okay. Group A has an activity, Group B, C, and D. Okay, we all have activities here. Okay, what you're going to do, if you look at your rubric on the back here, okay, everybody has a rubric on their directions, okay, or of their reading packet. What you're going to do is you are going to follow the directions, okay, whether that's reading your documents, and then answering your questions, and then creating some type of visual to display to the class. Okay? So the first thing what you need to do is actually read your packet, okay, understand your packet individually. Once you read your packets individually, you're going to answer the questions on yourself individually. Okay? And then after you answer the questions individually, I want you guys to merge as your group, and then talk about what answers. I want you to share what answers you guys came up with. Okay, and to decide what is the best answer for question number 1 or question number 2. Okay, so that's what I want us to do real quick, is for you guys to read the packet at first, or the first thing is to understand the rubric. Okay, read the directions, understand the rubric, and then begin to read and understand your reading. Okay, and then this last part of this activity will be for you guys to get together as a group and discuss some of your answers and critique what are the best possible answers for those questions. Okay, and then create your visual as well. Okay, so we'll be doing that for the next 20 minutes or so. Okay. Okay, and so you guys begin reading on your own at first, and then and I'll come around and I'll observe. Okay. Okay, so can you guys tell me what you're doing at this table here, please?
We're analyzing the landmark case of Tinkerbell versus Des Moines, and we're answering all 6 critical questions.
So what are you guys doing at this table?
We're looking at the timeline and we're picking 3 events that we think that was important in the Vietnam War and visualizing it down on this question.
Okay, so Abdi Malik, what are you guys learning over here in your group?
We're reading our packets and identifying the cause and effects inside the Vietnam War.
Okay, so Abdi Malik, your group over here, can you present for the class now, please?
We're reading our packets and we're identifying the cause and effect of the Vietnam War. Our first cause was North Vietnam wanted South Vietnam to become a communist country, so in fact North Vietnam helped the Viet Cong fight in South Vietnam.
Because the United States did not want South Vietnam to be a communist country, so in fact American soldiers went to fight in South Vietnam.
Many American wanted the United States to help fight the Vietnam War, so they helped protest against the war.
Abdi or Abdullahi's group, can you present to the class, please?
Okay, our project is about the Vietnam timeline. Our project is about Vietnam. We picked 3 events. September 2, 1945. Communist leader Ho Chi Minh said Vietnam free of French colonial rule. May 1950, President Harry Truman sent their advanced military advisors to Vietnam and promised aid to French military forces. April 7, 1954, President Eisenhower predicted that if South Vietnam becomes communist, others will follow. On May 7, 1954, Communist and South Vietnam called the Vietnam Defiance went in a historic battle at Dien Bien Phu. We picked the Korean event because we thought it was the most real events of the timeline.
Hold on. Group A, can you explain what your project is now, please?
Our project is about the landmark case of the Tinker, John F. Tinker versus Des Moines, and all we did was answer the critical questions. First question was, do you think the school policy banning armbands was fair? Why or why not?
It was not fair because they have no right to choose accessories of other human beings. It's their choice who or what they want to be, not the school board's. It was also part of the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of...
The second question? The second question was, the students knew they would be suspended if they wore armbands to school and chose to do so anyway. Why do you think they ignored the rule?
We think they ignored the rule because they thought that no matter what the school said, they didn't get to choose whether or not they wanted people to know how important their cause was.
The fourth question is, pretend that students in your school want to protest the school-wide ban on smoking. Should they be allowed to protest by wearing t-shirts that read "Up with Butts"? Why or why not? We answered yes, because wearing shirts that have that say stuff, it's another part of freedom of speech, and so no one should get arrested or any consequences for wearing it. So, and the last question was, make a symbol that would protest the Vietnam War, and the poster that Austin's holding is what we did, and we signed our names and wrote some quotes.